want to trade with other people's money, but still keeping 80 or even up to 90% of the profits, then I'll got you covered, because this is actually possible with prop firms or prop companies. And before you're saying, yeah, but I don't know how to trade really, I also got you covered, because actually on the market there are many companies and many opportunities who are promising us that we can take advantage of the prop firms without any trading knowledge, and I'm currently testing those for you. So definitely, if you don't want to miss, you should hit the subscribe button and also activate the notification bell. So in this video, we want to check what prop firms are, how exactly does it work, how you can get started, and also what you should be aware of if you are starting with prop firms. Before we start, however, if you are annoyed by YouTube ads, then check the link down below. I'll show you an opportunity how you can get up to 85% less on your YouTube Premium subscription. So what are prop firms actually? Prop firms are companies who are giving you their capital so that you can trade with that. And as a result, you will do some profit share, which is usually 80 to 90% of the profits which you can keep, and 10 to 20% of the profits will go to the specific prop firm. And if you're meanwhile a good trader, discovered a great bot, but you still don't have that much capital, let's have a look at the numbers to see what a big difference it makes if you're trading with your own capital or with a prop firm funded account. So let's say you are a really good trader and you're making constantly 10% profit each month. Okay, let's say you have a funded account of $100,000 or even $1 million, and you are doing 10% of profit on those accounts. This would result in a profit of $10,000 or even $100,000 each month. Of course, you would not be able to keep it, but usually the company will give you around 80% of the profit share. So this will result in $8,000 profit or $80,000 profit for a $100,000 funded account or a $1 million funded account. And this compared to a $1,000 profit which you would make with your own 10K trading account is definitely a huge difference. And even let's say we are adjusting our trading strategy a little to make it more secure, this we are not losing our funded account, it would still be so beneficial even if you're just making 5% a month on average with your funded account. I'll trust you got the benefit, right? And actually that's why I love prop trading so much. And for me, it's the perfect risk-reward ratio, because the risks here, they are really limited and calculated. But you will get it when we are digging into the cost of a funded account, because of course a company will not just give you all their money and let you trade with that money, but you have to prove them first that you are able to trade and that you are able to make profit constantly with a really good risk management. But how does it actually work? Because usually if we are having something to do with other people's money, especially trading, we would usually need some financial license depending on the country you are living. So what prop firms usually do to avoid the need of a financial license for those traders like us, they usually do not give us a real funded account but a demo account of the same size. And then they will copy the trades from our demo account to their real account, so that actually the company is doing the trades by themselves. In between, you will usually have an algorithm, so the company is not copying 100% of our trades, but they have some random algorithm in between so that it's still looking like their trades itself. And this is how they avoid the need of a financial license, and which allows all of us to trade for those prop firms and making use of this great opportunity. But how can you get a funded account now? And how can you get started? So first of all, you have to be aware that there are many prop firms out there. However, not all are legit. So please do your own research and calculate the risk by yourself before you start and dig into any prop firm. Also, all prop firms, they do have different conditions on how you can get funded. they usually also have different type of challenges which you could choose and select the best one which suits your trading. And also you could select the best one which suits your trading style. So in this video, I will show you how you could get funded on one of the most popular and biggest prop firms called FTMO. You will find the link to FTMO and other prop firms which I am currently using down below in the description. And whenever you decide to get your own funded account to start your own challenge, you will also get some discounts on them. So if you want to get funded and trade with a funded account, the first thing you have to do is to buy a so-called prop firm challenge on the prop firm company, whatever you prefer here. And those challenges can be bought usually with a credit card, but also with cryptos. And if you are doing with cryptos, don't forget to not hold it in an exchange, but on a hardware wallet, such as the Key3 Pro, but also the Lisence wallet, which is actually the sponsor of this video. And if you want to get your own hardware wallet, feel free to use the link down below in the description to get some additional discount. So let's have a look at FTMO, the most popular prop firm company right now, and how you could buy your own challenge and what you need to be aware of when you're choosing your prop firm and your challenge type. So on FTMO, you first have to select your currency, which I'll always go with USD, and then you have to choose the balance of the account you are going for. So depending on the account size, of course, the prices will vary. So for example, with FTMO, and if you're going for a 10,000 funded account, it will cost you 155 euros. If you are going with a 100,000 funded account, the costs are 540 euros. And the maximum here on FTMO is a 200,000 funded account, and this goes for 1,080 euros. There are other prop firms out there who are giving you even accounts for up to 400, 600,000. So there's really everything on the market. However, if you already have a funded account, this one is not limited. So you could buy more than one $200,000 account. So for this example, let's stick with a $100,000 account and see how it goes actually. So once you bought it, you do not have a funded account yet. However, you are just starting the challenge. And the challenge means that you have now to prove the company that you are able to trade with profits and with good risk management. So in FTMO, you have a two-step challenge, which is pretty common. There are other prop firms out on the market with quick funding opportunities where you just have to prove it on one step and not a two-step verification. So if you want to prove FTMO that you know how to trade, you will have an unlimited trading period. So actually this means it's totally up to you and totally free when you are reaching your goals. You don't have a specific time frame, but you still need to have minimum 4 trading days and a maximum loss of $5,000. So we remember we are now having all the data for $100,000 account. So actually this means the maximum daily loss is 5%, no matter which account size you are choosing. Also, we have a maximum total loss of 10%, so you are not able to go below than 10% drawdown 2 or accumulated loss of 10%. However, in the first phase with FTMO, you need to make 10% profit. This is the fee again. The fee is refundable and you actually get the refund of your fee as soon as you completed the entire challenge. So when it comes to step 2, the verification that you really know how to trade and you have not been just a little lucky in the first phase. So you still have unlimited trading periods, minimum 4 trading days, still a maximum daily loss of 5% and a maximum loss of 10% in total. But your profit target went down to 5% only instead of 10% in the second phase. And here you don't have any fees because if you are paying these 540 euros, you will have the second step also included. And once you pass the second step, you will get the refund from your challenge. And usually the refund will go with your first payout from your actually funded account. So as soon as you are funded, so step 1 and step 2 is mastered, then you still have unlimited trading period. There is no minimum trading days anymore. You still have a maximum daily loss of 5% and a maximum total loss of 10%, and you have no profit target anymore. So what a lot of people are doing as soon as they got their funded account, they passed the challenge, is to reduce the risk ratio. So maybe they will not make 10 or 5% anymore, but maybe just 2 or 3. But it is much, much more likely that they will keep their account and will never pass the 5% daily loss or 10% maximum loss. So this is how it looks with FTMO. As said, there are many, many prop firms out there where it's totally different. So there are other prop firms, of course, with unlimited trading period. However, the most common is 30 days. You will also find other prop firms with no minimum trading days, so you could theoretically pass your challenge within 1 day only. However, you will always find a maximum daily and maximum loss, which is like with 5 and 10% is pretty the standard. Sometimes you will have a maximum daily loss of 8%, but 5 and 10% is the gold standard in this industry. Also for the profit target, 10% is pretty common. You will also find some with 8% or even just 5% profit target, but 10% is pretty normal also. So once you got your funded account, you will keep it always, even if you are not trading, because you don't have any minimum trading days. However, you really have to make sure that you are not having more than 5% maximum daily loss or 10% total loss, because this will lead that you are losing your funded account, and this means you have to start again from scratch. You would need to buy a new challenge. You would need to go again through step 1 and 2 of the verification challenge. However, one cool thing with FTMO is that they do offer a free trial. So if you don't know if your strategy works for prop challenges, or you just want to see how it works in practice, so you could just go to FTMO, get your free trial challenge. It still works entirely the same, however, it is free. And of course, if you're passing this trial challenge, you will not get a funded account, but it's really nice to practice your trading. But also keep in mind that, of course, trading is high risk and that many traders do not pass those challenges. So after my research, I found some statistics saying that only 18% of all challenges taken are only passing the phase 1 and only 6% are actually passing phase 2 and this getting funded. So 6% of all people making a good amount of money with that. However, the other 94%, they will not pass those challenges and this also losing their challenge fees. If you want to make money with prop firms and prop trading, you should not expect to get your first payout after a few days or maybe 1-2 weeks, but usually it will take around 2 to 3 months until you first see any profit. And this is due to the fact that you do have to pass the challenge first and also wait for the payout cycle. Most prop firms do have a payout cycle after 1 month of successful trading, but of course first you need to go through the challenge. But there are also some rapid challenges, as said, where you don't have any minimum trading days, where you just have a one-phase verification process, and also prop firms where you can pay out daily or bi-weekly. Also, before you join, you should check for each prop company if you are even eligible for a payout. It would be so horrible if you are passing a challenge, you are trading with a funded account, but then you just notice that you're not actually eligible for the payout because your country is not supported. So if we are an FTMO, we can check in the FHQ who can join FTMO. And for example, you would see here, like, please note that FTMO does not provide services to persons in Iran, Syria, Myanmar, North Korea, persons listed on sanction list, persons with criminal records related to financial crime or terrorism, and persons previously banned because of breach of the contract. And even in the United States, FTMO does not accept clients from Louisiana, South Carolina, Montana, Arkansas, and Delaware. Then the list goes further, so FTMO does not accept clients from India, Russia, Belarus, and Indonesia. And this only applies for residents there, not if you are just a citizen but living abroad. Also, if you're selecting your prop firm challenge, you need to be aware of the requirements of the prop firm. So for example, you have to check if with this challenge you choose you are allowed to let bots trade or not, if you're allowed to hold your trades open during the weekend or during news or not. Because if you're breaching one of those requirements, you will not pass the challenge or you will lose your funded account. So please check this properly. As I'm currently testing options where they are promising us to pass those challenges, even with no trading knowledge, or not 100% passive, but with minimum time requirements. So if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to the channel and also feel free to join me on my Telegram channel.